Welcome back to D&G Time. I'm Drew.
And I'm Gavin.
And we're excited for another D&G Time. Coach, what do you get started for us?
Yeah, so obviously COVID's affected everybody in the world this year and in the last year and a half, really. It's been an awful time. Thinking back life before COVID, I know it's a long time ago, what do you miss most about life before COVID, before it set in, before we had all these rules and regulations? What do you miss most about the world?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying this. I loved when we shut everything down and I just got to sleep in every day for 2 months. And I miss playing baseball. I miss seeing everybody. But I can't complain with the way life was going when I was laying around, drinking sweet tea all the time, hanging out by the pool. You didn't have to worry about anything. But I did miss everything being open. There's no movie theaters around nearby that are still open, so I miss that. And I hate wearing masks. I don't really like it. So
Not a big mask guy.
But Coach Porter, how do you feel now about COVID, about life after COVID?
It's different. I'll be interested to see if the world will ever go back to how it was totally before, or if there'll always be kind of rules and regulations. One thing that I do like about it is it's easy now. You know, I know a lot of kids, myself included, kind of use, like, say I get a call on a Friday night. They're like, hey, you want to go get supper or whatever? Like, oh, no, I'm kind of self-quarantining. I'm trying to be safe here. So it's kind of easy to use as a cop-out excuse. So I don't mind that sometimes. Speaking of, new eras, we had the COVID era, we've had the D&G time era, and I think we'd be remiss not to look ahead. We only have a mere 9 or 10 weeks left of school. So, to have a show is like D&G, we got to have the D and the G. Well, you've only got 9 or 10 weeks left, and then you're headed out to South Florida. And I've begun to wonder, is D&G time going to be short-lived? So I guess the next thing we need to think about is, what are some things when we're looking for the next D or the new D that you think that D, what are some qualities that D needs to have?
I think that, I don't feel like there's anybody that is like me. I don't feel like there's anybody like me, but, we're looking for a person that can step in and do a good enough job with you. You're going to have to take this over, Coach Porter. It's going to be you now.
A lot of weight on my shoulders.
It's going to be the G and whatever now. And, from what I've seen from my past co-hosts, I think Bo Langley might be my best option. But then again, he's got 1 year and then he's gone. So
So do you want to do a 1 year, almost a rental?
And, would you rather end on top right now with one of the best shows ever than it go down the drain? Kind of like 2.5 Men used to
Every
be.
good thing comes to an end.
Charlie Sheen left, and the show went to crap. So I really don't know how it's going to go, but we're really excited. And
we got to continue to search the hallways.
And we got to continue to bring these guys D&G time every week while I'm still here.
And enjoy it. Make the most of it.
That's right.
So, bringing back a fan favorite this week, bring back the lightning round. I know I heard some complaining about no lightning round, and we apologize. We make mistakes too, guys. Continue to send in those ideas for lightning rounds or other D&G time topics. First lightning round idea, thought, whatever we have. Drew, I'm going to hit you with.
Okay.
Mars and space. Mars has been in the news right now a lot for SpaceX. What are your thoughts on Mars and SpaceX?
You've been hearing about a lot of people sending their names to Mars. I don't totally agree with it. I think you're just wasting money and sending crap into Mars you're never going to see again. But, I like the thought. I like the thought of my name being up in space. That's cool. I love space, to be honest with you. I feel like it's just another unknown world that we could be living in where no COVID is.
That's true. Do you think there's aliens or Martians out in space?
No, Coach Porter.
No.
I don't believe in that. I think it's pish posh.
Pish posh.
Pish posh.
Hearsay. All right. Next question for you, Drew. Best fast food restaurants. So we're talking maybe a top 3 best fast food restaurants. Go.
Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, and I got to go Racetrack, Coach.
Racetrack. Gas station?
Yeah, man. You get hot dogs and gas. Cheaper than anywhere you can go. You can get food and gas, and bam, you're out. But that brings my next question, Coach Porter. Why you can buy these hot dogs at Racetrack? I began to think the other day, are hot dogs a sandwich?
I'm glad you asked. I actually looked up the Webster's definition of a sandwich. An item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. So this brings up the question, for one, a hot dog only has 1 piece of bread. It's all connected. So that would say no sandwich. But let's say that the bread gets a little stale and dry and that bread falls apart and the bun falls apart, which it happens.
It does.
Does that immediately become a sandwich? These are the things that haunt me every night. Who's to say if a hot dog's a sandwich or not? I just want you to live your life independently. If you want to call a hot dog a sandwich, you eat it. You put some ketchup, some mustard, some chili, some coleslaw, you put it between those buns and eat it.
There's,
That's all I got.
there's nothing better, Coach Moore, than a hot dog between some good buns.
Coach Hornsby loves hot dogs.
Really.
Loves them.
Man,
Microwaves them.
Coach Moore, I'm fired up now. I think, but we ended on top, like I said, right here. Well, that's another D&G time, guys. That's it.
Back
Go
to you.
Braves.
Go Bulls.
Done.